Okay.
Yeah. Oh, good morning, Tina.
Good morning, Miss Marlowe.
Morning, Horace. That's a good boy, my doggy. Just coffee, black. I've got to dash to the office. Tina, pinch me. I'm looking at the Millennium. My brother Buzz washing my car. Nobody asked him to. Is he ill?
Oh, judging by the size of the breakfast he ate, he should be dead.
That hose! My upholstery! Burgess!
Yeah?
Honey, I appreciate your thoughtfulness, but lock the door.
What for?
Please, just do as I say, huh?
Okay, Major.
Thanks. I don't get it, Tina, but I've given up trying to figure out the teenage male. Someday, I'm going to write an article called Parents, the Beat Generation.
I heard your typewriter going at 2 o'clock this morning.
Oh, McBain has a deadline on this one. A woman looks at the jet age. Some fun. I still don't know what makes an airplane fly.
2 o'clock in the morning is too late for you to be up at night.
Hi, Connie.
Hi.
Here's your paper.
Oh, thanks. Ooh, what happened to it?
What got wet? See, that's a real sharp outfit. Something new?
I've had it for 6 months.
I like your hair, too.
I've had it for 26 years.
Hey, how's the new article coming?
It may be finished before the next ice age.
Is this yours?
Oh, you can have it.
You know, if you're stuck, I think I might have an angle on it.
An angle I know you've got, but not about this article. Come clean, Sarge. What's the pitch?
Pitch?
Why is this day so very different from all other days?
Well, for one thing, I'm 15 and a half.
Oh, that's news.
Well, according to the California Motor Vehicle Bureau, any minor who reaches the age of 15 and a half...
You're not driving any car.
Teacher, I'm not old enough to drive.
Oh.
But I am old enough to get my learner's permit, and you promised, remember? When I was 14 and a half, you said that when I was 15 and a half...
Oh, please, I can't keep track of all those fractions. Honey, if I made a promise, I'll keep it. But today's out of the question. My boss has arranged for me to meet some big Air Force general.
But what am I going to tell Spider?
What about Spider?
Well, Spider and I made dates to see the double horror bill at the drive-in, and Spider's car isn't working.
Good. I wouldn't trust your friend Spider in a perambulator. And as for that car of his, I still don't know why it runs.
Well, it doesn't. That's just it. That's why I figured if I had my learner's permit...
I'm surrendering, but you're my witness. I'm going down fighting.
Then you'll take me?
Well, call me at the office at 12:30 sharp. Maybe I'll be able to squeeze in a trip to the Motor Vehicle Bureau.
Oh, Connie, thanks a lot.
But you're not using the car tonight. If you have a date, you can go to a walk-in movie.
Well, can we cross that bridge when we come to it?
I don't know of any other way to cross a bridge.
Oh, Major, you're great.
Okay, don't say it. Well, Teen, I'd rather have him in my car than driving around with that silly Spider. Honest, I get nightmares every time I think of that cement mixer. Golly, it's 9:45.
Well, what time do you have to meet the general?
10 o'clock, McBain's office.
You run out to the car. Put this in your purse and bring your jacket. She did eat it. Here's your purse and jacket. What's the matter?
My key!
You told him to lock it.
Tina, call the Auto Club and have them send over a competent safecracker. I goofed.
Connie, I went to great lengths to get General Watkins up here. He was prepared to fill you in on any technical data you might need.
Like how to open a locked car without a key? Mac, I'm terribly sorry.
Not only that, persuaded him to introduce you to Colonel Bill Adams.
Who's Bill Adams?
Just the first pilot to explore the fringes of space. The first man to break the sound barrier. He would make your story.
Thanks.
Good catch. Fortunately, we haven't missed the boat entirely. I persuaded him to have lunch with us. Carrot?
Thanks.
He may still produce Adams.
Well, I'll be there, Mac. I'll even turn on the charm.
Good. The Jade Room of the Beverly Warwick, 12:30 sharp.
12:30 sharp.
Yes?
Oh, I promised my brother I was going to take him to the motor vehicle. 12:30 sharp. Madge, call home and tell my brother that it's impossible for me to meet him today.
He just called. He said you don't have to take him. His friend Spider got his car running and you don't have to worry.
Spider?
This is the missile thing that you wanted. And shall I type up those questions for General Watkins?
That maniac.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
He'll get himself killed driving around with that silly Spider. Try to reach him and tell him I forbid it. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Be my guest. Hey, Madge.
Yes?
See if you can find out the difference between a rocket and a jet.
Me? I don't even know what makes a zipper work.
I'll be right there. If anyone's going to take you to the Motor Vehicle Bureau, I am.
Engine.
I parked the car where we can get out fast. Did you get your questionnaire?
Right here.
Good. Now, I want you to think carefully before you fill it out.
Well, I already filled it out.
You couldn't have answered all those questions in 5 minutes.
Well, they're only true and false.
Guesswork. You probably have half of them wrong. That'll serve you right, too. Now, where do you take it?
Right over there, window E.
Oh, well, now, don't worry about anything. I'll be all right. Give me your paper. Excuse me, sir. Is this the window where they check the questions?
Yes, ma'am. The examiner will be right back.
Oh, fine. Now, don't be nervous. I had a terrible time with this test. They're very strict. Isn't that right, sir?
That's right.
Well, the questions weren't hard, Connie.
Oh, that's what you think. They're tricky. I can tell right off the bat that you've got at least a dozen answers wrong. This is wrong, and that's... Anybody knows that you don't back up a hill to let a car pass. You back down.
But it's not safe to back down a hill, Connie. That's common sense.
It doesn't matter if it's common sense. That's the law.
Madam, are you applying for a license?
Oh, no.
Well, then, please don't coach the applicant. The examiner will be back in just a moment.
Now, where is that man? I'm going to be late. I've got to get out of here.
Excuse, please. You tell me if I spelled this right?
Oh, you spelled it right, but your answer's wrong. You see, you have the right of way when your car is northbound this way, and the westbound car comes this way, and then the light turns, and you have a right to...
Please, no coaching.
Well, the man asked me a question. Now, where's that examiner?
He just stepped out for a cigarette.
You know, you'd think the Motor Vehicle Bureau would have a little consideration for people who are busy. After all, I'm not rich. I don't sit around all day and go to these offices and fill out these silly forms. I've got to work. And I've only got a half an hour and make...
Who's first, please?
There you are. My brother Burgess and I were... I'm terribly sorry. I didn't realize that you were the Here's my brother's paper. It's his first time. He did it all in 5 minutes. He's made a few mistakes there, but that's understandable. Everybody does the first time, you know. Not that I want him to get any special treatment or anything like that. I mean, I want him to pass on his own.
How long did you say this took you?
4 or 5 minutes.
Well, he should have taken more time. I know that.
And how long did you say you'd been driving?
10 years?
You take that to the end window.
Well, do I get my permit?
Young man, judging by that paper, you could take over my job. I suggest that you reread this pamphlet, madam.
Oh, reread it. I don't need it. I've got a license.
Which one of you people own a two-tone blue and white coupe?
Oh, that's me, officer.
Oh, are you here taking an examination?
Oh, no, I already have a license.
Good. I'd like to see it.
Oh, what's this all about?
Your car is parked in the yellow loading zone. Your bumper is hooked into mine, and there's no registration slip on the steering wheel.
Anything else?
Yes. This license expired a year ago.
It did? My goodness. Whoever looks at the date on a driver's license?
People who want to go on driving. Sign here, please.
Good afternoon, Miss Marlowe.
Good afternoon, Henry. Is Mr. McVane here?
Oh, yes. It's right there.
Mac, did you ever hear the story about the railroad engineer who looked up and saw a train racing towards him on the same track? He turned to his fireman and he said, "Did you ever have one of those days where everything seems to go wrong?"
No, I never do.
Oh. General Watkins left?
Mm-hmm.
My fault.
Mm-hmm.
Any suggestions?
I'm listening.
Where is this mysterious Colonel Adams staying anyway?
Right here at the hotel. Avoiding people like us.
Well, couldn't I just call him up, introduce myself? Why do we need a middleman? Henry, telephone, please.
Oh, yes.
You always say, if you want it straight, go right to the horse's mouth.
I say that.
Well, it sounds like you. Thank you, Henry.
Thanks.
Told me to turn on the charm. Well, this is my chance. I would like to speak with Colonel Bill Adams. Colonel Adams?
1 moment, please.
I've got to be back at Canaveral tomorrow.
Telephone, Colonel.
Oh, thank you. Hello, Colonel Adams speaking.
Colonel Adams? This is Constance Marlowe of Femme, the magazine for the lovely lady.
I'm sorry, but I have all the magazine subscriptions I need.
No, Colonel. I'm not selling anything, but I am in a bit of a dilemma. You see, I'm here in the Jade Room of your hotel.
The Jade Room?
Yes, I came here to meet you, Colonel, but so far I failed. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hello, yes, I'm here. Why would you want to meet me?
Oh, come now, Colonel. Every woman in the country would like to meet you. And I'd like to introduce you to them.
Can I bring a friend?
I meant through the pages of Femme. You see, we're doing a series called A Woman Looks at the Jet Age.
Have you thought of calling it Mrs. and Missiles?
Well, that's very good, Colonel. Mrs. and Missile. That's crackerjack.
I'm very glad you like it.
I know how busy you Air Force men must be, defending our country, worrying about attack. If there's anything I hate, it's a public flirt.
Colonel Adams?
No. We women do have our problems, but we would like to know what it's all about.
Well, I'd be very happy to teach you what it's all about. When would you like to meet?
How about tonight? At my place, 8 o'clock.
Fine.
I live at 1742 South Peck Drive.
Fine, Miss Marlowe. See you at 8.
All right, Colonel. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, sure, Spider. Come on over if you want to. Okay, bye. Gee, how do you like that, Spider? Just because he lost his ignition key, want to know if he could use your car tonight.
No, I wonder who got him to wondering that.
Hey, who's coming over tonight?
Well, some Air Force colonel that I have to interview. Where are my notes? I know. Well, there he is now. You let him in?
Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm Colonel Adams.
Well, come on in. My sister will be... Holy codfish! Bill Adams?
I'm afraid so.
Well, you're the fellow that flew that Lockheed XB-12 at Mach 2.
Mach 1.5.
Oh, come on in. Gee whiz, Colonel. Say, I got your room up in my picture. Your picture up in my room. Would you sign up for me?
Sure.
Oh, boy. Wait till Spider hears about this.
How do you do, Colonel? I'm so very...
Miss Marlowe, I owe you an apology. It was a rib I just couldn't resist.
But you were right across the way. You saw everything I did.
Just came by to convince you that Army brass isn't so,
I'm the one who should be apologizing.
Nonsense. You had a job to do, and I'm here to be interviewed.
Well, that's very nice of you to take it that way, Colonel.
Just call me Bill and fire away.
Well, I have a list of questions here. Naturally, this is from a woman.
Here it is, Colonel.
You know, and
it was taken when you were testing that turbojet for Bell.
I've looked better.
Buzz, what are you doing with Colonel Adams' picture?
Well, he's only the most famous flyer in the world, that's all.
Well, not in the whole world. The United States and Canada, maybe. There you are, son.
Gee, thanks.
Well, naturally, my first question is something a woman...
Colonel, you're working on missiles now, aren't you?
Yeah. Misses and missiles.
Say, have you seen that North American XK-15? They say it's got 50,000 pounds of static thrust and more horsepower than the carrier Forsythe.
I thought that data was classified.
Isn't there something you'd like to do?
Sure, but you won't let me do it.
He just got his learner's permit today. But I don't think a boy his...
I'll get it. Don't go away, Colonel.
Hi, Bud.
Come on in, Spider. Boy, have I got somebody for you to meet.
Hello, Miss Marlowe.
Oh, hello, Spider.
Spider, guess who this is? It's Colonel Adams.
Hi.
Bill Adams? Mach 2 Adams?
Mach 1.5.
What's this Mach, anyway?
Well,
Mach is the unit of measurement for the variable speed of sound.
Well, that clears that up.
See, when a jet is flying at Mach 2, it's going twice as fast as sound travels.
Say, Colonel Adams, how come the Pioneer probe conked out at 79,000? Was it because of the failure of liquid fuel in the second stage?
Well,
Boys...
You're nuts. It wasn't the fuel. It was loss of power in the battery firing system.
Boys, can't you find something to do?
Sure, but we got nothing to do with it.
Wait a minute. How would you fellas like to drive a new model convertible right off the assembly line?
Well, that's great. Would we?
Yeah. Just don't let her out, because there's still a bug in the transmission.
Are you sure they can drive it?
Drive it? You don't drive the new cars. You learn to finger them.
You do want to interview me, don't you?
We'll be back at 11 o'clock sharp.
There,
boy. Oh, goodbye, Connie.
And drop Tina out.
Come on, Tina. Goodbye,
Now, where were we?
Colonel, in your opinion, what gives this country of ours its leadership in technology?
The women who inspire men to dare. And, dare again.
What do you think about when you're alone, miles above the stratosphere?
Just what I'm thinking about right now.
What's that?
Well, I've always had a yen for tall girls.
Oh, I'm not so tall. Not in my stocking feet.
Take your shoes off. Let's see. George, you're practically a runt.
This is getting us nowhere.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Wouldn't you like some more coffee?
Connie, you've been asking me questions steadily. You've been asking me questions steadily for 3 hours now. Let me ask a couple.
Well, all right.
How come a pretty girl like you doesn't have a man in her life?
Maybe I've never met the right man.
Maybe you've never tried.
Would you like some hot chocolate?
No, thank you.
Tina! I didn't hear you come in.
They came in the back door. And they been upstairs. And that boy isn't home yet. And do you know what time it is?
My goodness, it's 12:30.
General?
Colonel.
Colonel. Heaven only knows what happened to that boy driving in somebody else's car.
But he went to the double horror movie at the drive-in.
Might have been attacked by a werewolf. All right, let's go and find him.
Thanks, Bill. I'll go get my jacket.
Enjoying the movie?
What movie? I'm scared to look.
Hey, lady, what do you think you're doing?
Here, hold this for a second.
Wait a minute! Attendant! Attendant!
What's the matter? Just a dog. Take it in to see this picture for half price. Connie, look, we walk miles. Let's go back, huh?
Well, I'm really worried, Bill.
Say, what's going on?
You can't go around disturbing all these people. You'll have to get in your car or get out of here. You're frightening all these people.
Well, they came to see a horror movie.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to take strong measures.
Connie, we've done everything we can. All we can do now is just sit and wait.
Well, I'll try the police once more. Hello? Operator? Could you get me the police, please? I want to check on a missing person.
Well, who's missing, Connie?
My brother Burgess. He's 5'7". Baby, we were so worried about you. We thought you were hurt. Where on earth have you been?
Right here. Spider and I got home early, and we didn't want to interrupt your interview.
Don't give me that right here stuff. Colonel Adams and I were right here till 12:30.
I certainly would have seen my own car out front if you boys had been here all night.
Oh, we had your car in the garage, Colonel. We checked out that bug, and it wasn't in the transmission.
It wasn't?
No, it was in the universal. It's running fine now. We got it fixed. And, when you take her in for the 5,000-mile checkup, you might also have the points checked.
All right, I'll do that.
Well, good night, Colonel. I'll just fix another sandwich. I'm sorry I had you worried, Major.
It's all right, Buzz.
Good night, General.
Colonel.
Well, I really made your day, didn't I?
Connie, what's the name of that article that you're writing?
A woman looks at the jet age.
Well, look no further. You got the answer right here under your own roof. Well, night.
Do you have to leave?
Good pilot always knows when to take off. I'll be back.
When?
Oh, about 3 years from now, when your kid brother is up there flying at Mach 4 and an old man like me can come here in safety.
You didn't go to that drive-in, did you?
Well, you know, Connie. I mean, with a strange man in the house. I mean, with all due respect to Colonel Adams, well, I thought that somebody ought to be here to, well...
To watch over me?
Well, sort of. I mean, you're a girl, Connie, and... Well, you know how men are.
You know, Buzz, sometimes I wonder just who's bringing up whom.